Empty backfield. Murray takes the snap. Looks. Gets hit. Goes down. Seahawks sack. Murray. Getting there was Dunlap. Came off the edge. Almost untouched. Huge play by the Seahawks defense.
And a huge way to secure their spot once again atop the NFC West as we welcome you to a we can all breathe easy again edition of Seahawks Saturday Night alongside former Seahawks linebacker Dave Wyman. I'm Aaron Levine. Dave, the defense shut down the Cardinals 4 straight plays in the final minute on Thursday. What made the difference for them on Thursday night? Well,
a lot of little things, but really it started with the pass rush and the coordination of the pass rush with the coverage downfield. And that's what you saw finally. And this happened last year, too. There just wasn't time for the pass rushers to get to the quarterback, and they gave them that the other night. So as we go through the show, we'll talk about a lot of the little things that are so encouraging about this defense and what they did and what's different about it and how it's sustainable. And a lot of it has to do with just little tiny things, but mostly, you know, the big thing, getting your hand up. It looks like Kyler Murray was confused a few times and then just harassing him. He just didn't know where to go there. You see Jamal Adams jumping around, pushing him back, forcing him into a grounding call. Later on, they get a sack for a safety later on that same drive. So, yeah, the defense did. And here's just a little thing right here. Ugo Amadi just pressing Fitzgerald into the backfield. And, you know, that's something that they had not been getting done. Just little things like taking on blocks, turning plays back inside. Again, as we go through the show, we'll talk about how encouraging that defensive performance was.
Well, the Seahawks ran for 165 yards. Russell Wilson throws 2 touchdown passes, and the biggest stat of all, 0 turnovers. Is that the blueprint to winning the West?
Well, when you look at stats other than points scored, those are the 2 most indicative: turnover ratio and running game. And those are the things that get you in the playoffs, get you wins. And how nice was it to have Carlos Hyde? I mean, you talk about breathing a sigh of relief, getting a veteran running back in there, ran for over 1,000 yards in Houston, his career high, and we see how valuable he is. So, you know, you said you'd like to have Carson and Hyde back. Yeah. I'll take one or the other, you know. Both would be really nice, though. But, yeah, getting the running game going was huge. And they kind of flipped the script on the Arizona Cardinals there because they were averaging 169 yards, and they only got 50-something, and the Seahawks got 165, so they look great, and I think as long as you can do that and take care of the football, blueprint for a victory.
You take a look at the standings. The Seahawks now 7-3. The Rams headed to Tampa Bay for Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson also becoming the winningest quarterback in NFL history in a player's first 9 seasons. Does this team have an unsung hero who's really making a positive impact on the field?
KJ Wright. Easy one to pick, and all the little things I talked about that he's doing, and he's what makes it sustainable for this defense to play well. And right there, just attacking a blocker, turning it back in, everybody else makes a play. KJ doesn't get a stat for that, but when you watch him play, and here, to me, this is the one, Aaron, where I said the other night, I don't ever want to hear anybody say KJ Wright has lost a step. Look at the open field tackle.
That was on
Kyler
3rd and 1 in the first half, and it allowed the Seahawks to get the ball back and score a field goal before halftime.
Exactly. So, and then this play right here, yeah, it's an interception, but more than anything, he's getting underneath the route on the outside. That's what was missing with the pass defense. Guys, the linebackers were caught what we would call in no man's land, you know, a 5-6 yard drop. That was a deep drop way under the receiver, and he ends up getting an interception. So those are the kinds of things that KJ's doing. He's been quietly doing it. Sometimes it's been loud because you've seen the interception and the open field tackle. So he's done some things that are very appreciated by the rest of that defense.
And the good news is the schedule lightens up a bit. Based on winning percentage alone, the Seahawks have the easiest finish to their schedule this season. Up next, Monday Night Football in Philadelphia. As we take a look at that schedule, what is the biggest challenge for the Hawks as they hit the home stretch?
It's absolutely focusing, because I think this group here is not a very good group coming up here. I mean, 28-1, I think, is the record of those guys, including the Jets, who are winless. But those teams can beat you. And if you're not doing all those things that we just talked about with KJ Wright and that you see from Ugo Amadi and DJ Reed, they will not win. Those teams can be, you know, everybody in the NFL is dangerous. And whenever you ask me what makes those teams dangerous, I always say it's an NFL team. But, you know, look, it's a bunch of games that they should win.
And 4 teams, aside from the Jets, who are all playing for a division title in the NFC East, because they're all in the running for it right now. And you take a look at the Jets, or the Giants, and the Washington football team, and the Philadelphia Eagles. You start at the start of the show, Carlos Dunlap with a sack that sealed the win. He also gave a very entertaining post-game interview. Here's some highlights from his talk with Ian Furness.
Aaron, thank you very much. Carlos Dunlap joins me now from Lumen Field. Carlos, last week you came on after that loss in Los Angeles, and what did we talk about? When you win and you have another big game, we're going to have you on. We didn't have to wait too long. Welcome back.
Hey, we did talk about that. You're right. I remember that.
Well, look, you talk about the final play then, man. Take us through that. It looked like a 4-man rush was coming. It ended up being a 3-man rush, and you tackled the hardest guy to tackle in the National Football League on 4th down. Take us through that play.
I'm just going to put an emphasis on the rush. When you give your dogs the opportunity to eat, we're going to eat. So as you seen before that whole drive, me and Jay Reed was working. Jay Reed got him. I got him. And then, hey, game on the line. Ball game. Yes.
You know, a lot of players or a lot of fans maybe want to see the offense have the game in their hands at the end. I know most defensive players, you want the game in your hands, don't you?
Absolutely. When they had the ball, the offense had the ball driving down. We were already talking on the sideline as a defense that it was going to be on us to close it down, and I just seen that look, and Jay Reed eyes, Puna's eyes, LJ, and I still gotta get the names. 95. I'm gonna have a brain fart. This is first week back.
Hey, man, you sound like you're having fun. I mean, listen, all due respect to Cincinnati, you sound like you're having a lot of fun, man. What's it like in that room? You're talking about Jay Reed and all these other guys. What's it like in that room with this team?
Hey, like I said, it's refreshing. It's a fresh start. You know, no disrespect to anything prior, but I'm just excited to be here, happy to be here, and I appreciate the opportunity. And I feel overwhelmed with the welcome from everyone here. I can only imagine how this stadium would have erupted on that last play. Yeah, I can only imagine. Can't wait.
And a huge thank you to Carlos Dunlap. I promise you he will know Benson Mayo's name by next week. Up next, we hear from the head coach. We go one-on-one with Pete Carroll. His thoughts on the big Thursday night win next.
Bo Scarborough back in the game as the single setback on 1st and 10. Play fake. Russ is going to roll to the right side. Stops, looks, steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to scramble. Now he's going to throw to the end zone. He's got a man. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf.
We're now joined by Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll. After Thursday's win, you said it felt like the Seahawks. What did you mean by that?
Well, I think the message sent by the way, the style of play and the balance that we showed and the physicality that we showed on offense, you know, like I always use that phrase, and it closes the circle of toughness, and it did. You know, that was what it felt like. And classically with that, we rushed for 160 something, and Russ throws for 190 something, and he's 23 for 28 or whatever. Fantastic night. You know, that's. We've won so many games with those kinds of numbers, and that's it played to the defense, and the special teams was great. And I mean, all of that. So that's you know, yes, Thursday night and all that, but it was a big step forward, and hopefully we'll be able to carry it on.
You mentioned it there. The word of the week was balanced. 31 rushes, 28 passes, 165 rushing yards. How important was that sort of to take the burden off of Russell Wilson for him not to have to do everything?
I don't think it's that taking the burden off him. It's just playing better football, and that the whole thing fits together, you know, like it's supposed to. And it was really reminiscent of tons and tons of games we've had over the years. That's the way we play. And when you play like that, you're hard to beat, you know, and it's just hard to beat you. We didn't turn the football over, you know. Awesome. Well, of course that works. You know, of course that works. And so I think it was the San Francisco game was the other game when we didn't turn it over, and we played a really good football game there too. And so that's the goal of our style of play, and that was us looking close to at our best. And so now we need to recreate it and stay with it, and with the addition of Chris Carson coming back in the next game, that's really going to help us.
Between the second half in Los Angeles and then Thursday night, does it feel like this defense is turning a corner a bit? And how essential was that defensive accountability meeting this week?
Yeah, it really was. It was a corner that we've turned, and we got to make that happen by the way we perform the next time out. And so that's, you never just have it, but it was really important that we were able to go play a good, consistent game against a really good offense too. That's the best rushing team in the NFL. We held them to 50-something yards, and that was a complete effort by everybody, and that's what it takes. And we've had games where we have had spaces where we've let things get away from us, and that didn't happen last night. And so that's the way we want to play, moving forward.
DJ Reed led the team with 11 tackles. He also had some great closing speed on the third down right before the game-clinching sack. What has he shown you the last few games?
He's a really good ball player. He's just, he's a little package, very big, but he's really fast and dynamic, and he's really smart and creative, and he's got a great aggressive nature about him, which fits exactly with our style of play. And so he's really made a big statement that he fits and he's part of this thing. And so looking forward to, figuring out the competition of all that when Shaquille comes back this week.
And it also feels like Carlos Dunlap is having a great time with his new team. He almost knows everyone's name. It kind of shows how engaged he is.
Yeah.
How about him closing out the game with the second sack?
Yeah, that was a fantastic play. It was a great moment in the game and a great statement, of the finish of the night. And he's having a ball. He's having so much fun. And like you said, he's starting to get to know people. It's been just such a flurry of stuff he's had to go through to get caught up and all that. But he's a wonderful kid, really happy and fun and upbeat and all that. I'm sure the fans will really like hearing from him.
You're now in the middle of an 11-day break. How big is this to kind of get right, get healthy before the final stretch of the season? You're going to get some guys back also.
Yeah, for being as injured as we've been, this is hugely valuable to us. We are getting guys back, and Shaquille and Chris coming back, fantastic additions. Posett coming back, stability there, and so there'll be a couple guys coming off the injury list too in the next couple weeks anyway, with Rashad Penny and Darrell Taylor, and those guys coming back, they'll make a difference too. So the plan is to get stronger as we finish, and so if we can get that done, then we'll have a chance to have a nice finish to the season.
We know it's going to be a race to the finish in the NFC West. The Rams facing Tampa Bay on Monday night. But how much emphasis is there on just kind of focusing on this team, controlling what you can control instead of worrying about the rest of the division?
That's the only way we've ever gone. So we just got to maximize it as we try to. It's a one-game championship season coming up, and we got to do it again. Hopefully, carrying forward the ground that we've gained, though we got to do that. We got to build on where we've come from here. But it's one shot at a time, and that's all we can focus on.
Twitter question this week comes from Tyler Pearson. Coach, you're undefeated in the action green uniforms. Can you just wear those every game?
I wish we could. I love wearing those things, man. We've won a lot of games on Thursday nights, and those jerseys have been part of it. The colors. Now, it is a remarkable look, and I've always really liked it. So I'm glad the guys play so fast.
And you're also back in primetime 1 week from Monday, and no one does it better under the lights than the Seahawks. Best of luck. Enjoy the weekend, Coach, and happy Thanksgiving, too.
You got it. Same to everybody else. Everybody stay safe out there.
Up next on Seahawks Saturday Night, we're back on the field and in the trenches. Brandon Shell is mic'd up next.
The reality is, the reality is it's just 10. It's just 10. How many times have you scored more than 10?
I seen that footwork all week. We got it. We got it. Let's go get it. Hey, blast on these ass. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Believe in our preparation. We work too hard. We too talented. We run this division. Let's show it today. Kick ass on 3, 1, 2, 3. Kick ass. Gotta go. They gotta play us. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on.
At the Rams 13, Collins stays in the backfield. Quick toss to him. He goes left side. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. Touchdown! Seahawks!
Nice job you dragging off that 99. It's very well done by you dragging off 99.
Here's a little flea flicker. Russ gets rid of the football. Lockett on the near sideline makes the catch. 40, 30, 25. Knocked out of bounds by the Rams.
You never going to the linebacker. Put it like that.
No, I knew I wasn't going to the linebacker. I thought he was a bad side, so I thought he was going to be it back.
Okay.
3 minutes to play here in the quarter. Goff play fake on 1st and 10, steps up in the pocket, gets hit, ball comes out on the ground. Seahawks may have gotten it. Seahawks say they've got it. Let's see. Snacks Harrison points. He drops the donut and says, "There you go, Seahawks football."
Let's go, baby. We good.
Russell on 1st and 10. This time he's going to scramble and he's going to keep it. Snap is good. Kick is away. Kick is headed for the middle of the uprights. Kick goes through. It's good. A career long for Jason Myers of 61 yards.
All we got. It's in the finish. It's in the finish.
Hey, on that like that, bro, slam it back so I can get back there quick.
I'll keep my eyes on him, though.
I know
I feel it.
You know he ain't coming.
I don't know that. You feel me?
I see it. That's why I pushed this man over there.
Yeah.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah, I feel you, but I got to set it initially, though. You feel me?
Drag it like this.
Yeah. I'm jacking vertical.
You can't just be looking at him. Look between them, like, look cockeyed with it like this.
No, I'm saying like this. I'm feeling him, looking at him.
Yes, he's got that great run cell.
Yeah, he wide as hell.
In 1 yard deep, bringing it out. This time coming upfield is DJ Reed, and he turns on the burners across the 30, the 40, the 45 to the 47-yard line.
I'm up. Move. Hey, I was trying to help as much as I can.
What was the call?
43, so we had out. So yeah, we good.
You were coming out to that guy.
Yeah, but I was dragging on 99 as much as I can. Yeah.
I was just trying to be there for you.
Yeah, we good.
Third and 30 yards.
Yeah.
My route means nothing.
I got you.
We got a lot of games. Defense gonna make a stop. Something great's gonna happen. I'm gonna win this game.
Yeah.
We can't get discouraged on this right now.
2nd down and 13. Higbee shifts over from left to right. Goff, 3-step drop.
Come on, get a sack. That's,
Poona Ford is the first man to get there.
go ahead.
The reality is, hey, the reality is it's just 10. It's just 10. How many times have you scored more than 10?
We get the ball back, go down and score.
Sure.
Hey, keep fighting, huh? Keep fighting. Let's go, keep fighting.
On a 1st and 10 play fake by Russ to Collins. He's going to step up in the pocket and fire down the middle, and it's going to be caught by DK Metcalf out at the 30-yard line. Russell half roll, pump fake, now spins out right side, comes back inside. Disley makes a catch, 1st down 40. Runs over another defender out to the 45-yard line. Clock is ticking down. Russ gets the snap. 5-man on the run. Russell steps up in the pocket. Now he throws near side. Greg Olsen makes the catch, knocked out of bounds. I believe it's about a 39-yard field goal attempt. Myers just slides it in the right upright.
And a big thank you to Brandon Shell for wearing our mic. Up next, we're looking forward. What Dave Wyman thinks about the Seahawks' path ahead. That's next.
Come on, DJ. Come on, be great. Let's go. Nothing less, huh?
Let's go, Hawks.
All right, Hawks, here we go, Hawks.
Oh, what's up? All right, Hawks, here we go.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Hey, Bo. Let's go, man. Be great today, huh? Dominate. Los is back. He's back. Bring the energy.
2nd down and 6. Russell with a blitz coming, steps up in the pocket, dumps it off inside. Ball is caught by Disley for a 1st down.
Oh, empty.
Empty backfield. Murray takes the snap, looks, gets hit, goes down!
Yeah! Let's go! Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's go! Let's go! Woo! I love winning. I love winning. Yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Let's go!
And much more. Will Dissly mic'd up next week on Seahawks Saturday Night, rejoined by Dave Wyman. Dave, what gives you the most confidence as the team moves forward this season?
I think the way the defense played. You could say the run game, they took care of the ball. And I know what you're going to say. The defense played well against San Francisco, but that was more of a scheme thing. They were getting after Garoppolo. This was guys doing right. And Pete always talks about, you know, the team that does right the longest wins. Two guys that are really a big part of that, DJ Reed and Ugo Amadi. Talk about unsung heroes. These guys are doing it right. So I think it's sustainable. Unlike that performance against San Francisco, this is sustainable. Everybody's doing the right thing on defense.
And here's what gives me confidence. The Seahawks 32-8-1 in primetime games since 2010. That's the best winning percentage in the league. And their next game is on Monday Night Football. For Dave Wyman and Ian Furness and Pete Carroll, I'm Aaron Levine. We'll have much more on the Seahawks tomorrow night on Q It Up Sports.